like to call the regular meeting of the City of Blackwell to order, please. May we have a roll call?
Braden is absent. Henderson?
Present.
Moen?
Present.
Pullett?
Present.
Murphy?
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. If you are able, please stand for the invocation and the flag salute. Dear Heavenly Father, guide our steps tonight as we enter into another council meeting. Give us wisdom to make the correct decisions. Because Memorial Day is Monday, help us to remember all the military personnel who died in the service to our country. We must never forget the meaning of this holiday. Thank you for the dedicated city personnel that make our community strong. Our council personally thanks them for their dedication to Blackwell. Please watch over them and make them safe. In your name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any comments?
None tonight.
Thank you very much. There is a consent agenda with a number of items under it. If there are any items you wish to remove, please let me know. If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pullett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next will be reports from our Trust Authority Board. I think I see tourism. Is she giving you a hard time?
He is the one that starts it, always. First and foremost, on behalf of our entire board of directors, we can't thank the city enough for making our 4th annual Cinco de Mayo a celebration and the best one yet. The city of Blackwell was supportive every step of the way, providing the ag building for our event and the DJ. Chuck's crew provided the barricades, and Daryl's crew helped with some heavy lifting. It was great. The library donated light-up sunglasses, and the kids really loved those. Corey and Dave helped with the building, and both were at the event the entire time. It's really amazing that help is only a request or a quick phone call away to Jerry and Tracy. They make things happen, and we're sure glad they do. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our local businesses really stepped up with donations of money, gift cards, prizes for drawings and games, and we had a lot of them to give away. I think we ended up giving away something like 8 TVs. 8? So, yeah. We're taking orders again for the veteran banners. It was very successful last year, and if anyone's interested in ordering a banner, if you just get with us, we'll make sure you get the application form. We're looking forward to making plans to promote America's Hometown at the fairgrounds very soon. The metal arch for Christmas will be utilized year-round. Once the arch, we need to raise it so that trucks can get underneath there. But once it gets raised, a special message we've got ordered will be on there. The board also voted on Tuesday to purchase a 5x8 commemorative flag to be displayed at the fairgrounds, and then we are planning on donating it to the museum.
Oh, nice.
we're looking forward to promoting the flycatchers as they return to town for another season. And we're planning a fundraiser for all the players. We did that last year. We did it twice. And we ended up, what we do is whatever we make, we take that cash and we divide it by how many people there are on the, how many men are on the team, and then we give them the cash because they don't have anything, you know, except for their love of the game. That's it. So we are also going to sponsor the city's Wellness Committee 5K run to benefit associated charities. And we hope that you've noticed and liked the plants in the downtown planters. We got those all planted. And if you ever are driving by and have an extra gallon of water too, feel free. If they're looking a little droopy, give them a drink. So anyway, that's all I
When is
have.
the 5K run?
September.
September.
They are splitting it with the fair, so it will be on that Saturday of the fair.
That's a good idea.
They'll start it like at 8 in the morning or something. And go.
Good.
All right, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other trust authority board present? Thank you. The financial report, please.
Mayor, thank you. Appreciate the opportunity to at least make your agenda and get to speak this evening. I do want to start, and that I know that some Lizzie is and everything else, but those of you that don't know, our city manager this week received his notice from Library of Congress, and it was a huge honor. And I mean, representing not only the city, but the town and everybody else. I think that, you know, we're celebrating Memorial Day, we're celebrating all those things, but you know, right in front of us, we have a gentleman that I think deserves a huge round of applause and a big thank you for all the work and all the dedication to our country and to our freedom.
I agree.
I just want to start out with that. The couple of things, Lauren, Charles tonight.
Close enough.
Close enough. Where's the pink suit?
I forgot it.
You forgot it? All right. Well, I thought we were going to get the pink suit again today. Let's talk about sales tax, because Charles wants me to start with sales tax. And looking at sales tax, our sales tax is up. Matter of fact, if you look at the turquoise line, you know, I mean, the last 2 months, we've had the highest 2 months of any of the preceding 4 years in our sales tax. That's always a good piece and always a number that we like to see coming through. You know, year to date, our sales tax is up about 2% over prior year. Whenever you do the accumulation of all of that, even better for us is our use tax. It is up about 25% for the year. This month they were both up 17% and 1%. So a good number as far as sales tax goes for driving our non-revenue producing departments. Number two, things I like to hit that you can't read in the memo, CPI, Consumer Price Index, on the rise again. 3.2 last month, 3.7 is what came out for April's CPI. So we are seeing a little bit of tick of an increase. Again, mainly attributed to the oil and gas sector and the war and those pieces, and just the way that works to all of our economy. The other number that I would like to talk about is our power cost adjustment, our PCA, 1.3 cents. So, you know, I mean, what that means is historically when we look at what OMPA expects our natural gas cost to be versus how we built that into our budget and what we expect them to pass on, our wholesale cost to us was about 1.3 cents higher than what we've been planning on. It's not out of line. You know, we average in that 1 to
0.9 to 1 number, but it is up a little bit even from that standpoint. So we're seeing it a little bit even in our wholesale costs, which of course gets passed on in our utility rates to the customers. So they're not going to see a huge difference in their bills. Matter of fact, they're probably going to see a bigger change in their bills due to the warmer temperatures that we've had earlier on in the season than they will related to this utility. So if somebody calls and says, hey man, my utility is out of line, the out of line part of the utility bill, or it's a whole lot higher than it was last year at this time. Yes, it was. But go look at the temperatures and go look at how much you were running the electricity compared to what you were running in prior years. So we've had some people in some of our other municipalities saying, hey, hold on, our bills were up. We haven't done a utility rate increase. We haven't done anything different related to that. That's really just the outside factors and the extra usage on what's coming in. You know, as far as operations go, and if you're looking down those pieces, you know, we're about 84% of the budget, 84%. You'll see that pretty much all of our departments are within what was expected on that 83, 84. We knew that we were going to be a little bit higher, you know, in our ambulance costs. There will be budget amendments coming next month to kind of get everything straightened up and get those pieces cleaned. As far as our utilities go, you'll see utilities, our electric revenues this year, we're setting right at 82%. We're at that point. You're going, well, Russ, you said our electric is up. You know, what are we doing up one page? Up one page. Top line, we see the 82% there. You know, you say, I'm telling you our electric consumption is going to be up. We're doing a little more. Well, when we think of the seasonal averages, we're coming out of our bottom dip. You know, our electric sales are the lowest that they'll ever be December and January and February. That's kind of the true up. We then start jumping up in multiples. You know, not just 8% of our electric sales happen every month. We get 12% in August. We get another 11 or 12% in September. We're getting back into those warmer months. We would like to see this number continue to increase, and we'll be ahead of budget, you know, as far as where we should be. That normally is about 79%. So just giving you a reference on what we would expect, you know, we're about 3% ahead of total electric sales. Water is kind of following the same lines, but we'll see a whole lot more, except for the rain that just happened. That might put a little bit of damper in it, but we need all the rain we can get. But other than that, utilities as a total are looking good. You know, we're ahead of budget on all of our items. The capital outlay, the only reason that we're showing $1.6 million in net income right now is due to the capital outlay and that those dollars not being expended as fast as we would have expected them to. And bad as I hate to say it, might be our engineer doing a pretty good job of value engineering some of our projects. Don't let him know that I said that, but I might at least give him a little bit out of that for that one too. So we did talk about projects today a little bit in those funds and continuing to try to stretch our dollars as far as they can go. We've got this sales tax election coming up. We're going to be talking more and more about that. I think we'll set dates here in just a minute on that piece. But you know, we've got to pay for the rest of this $12 to $14 million that we have left in the pipe. And I promise, from an engineering standpoint, he's trying to stretch every one of those dollars as far as he can stretch it. I mean, we even talked about some bubble gum, baling wire, and duct tape today as options. He didn't like. I thought those were cheaper options. He didn't really like them for long term. He said, we're going to make this plant last another 100 years when we finish it. So that's what we have, guys. Anything financial that I can address for you?
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mayor.
Next item will be business. We need to discuss and take possible action. Discuss and take possible action to award a bid to Lambert Construction Co. as the lowest responsible bidder in the amount of $1,728,869 for water system improvements Water Treatment Plant Project 19752 CBDG 25, based on the grant budget modifications approval by the Oklahoma Department of Commerce. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening. This is for the carbonic acid feed system. This project is being funded through some FAP funds, the $600,000 CDBG grant we received, and a $150,000 grant through NOVA that we received. As you can see, we were very close to what we put in the resolution. I was off by $5,869, so on the wrong side, but that's pretty close. Lambert Construction, I vetted them. They appear to have good references and experience needed. I have confidence they will complete the project timely and workmanlike. So I'd recommend that we make award contingent upon approval of the funding agencies and the Department of Commerce accepting the budget modification.
Do you have any questions for Mr. Poe? How long does something like this take?
This project, the construction period shouldn't take too terribly long. It may just be a matter of how long it takes to get the actual process equipment in. So I would say 75 days of construction once the equipment's here on this one. So it should go fairly quickly, but it might take 5 or 6 months for the equipment to show up. So.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. Do you have any questions?
So, Madam Mayor, in the motion, make sure that it's both that we award the bid to Lambert Construction, but that also that we're increasing the budget amount by $5,869. It's important that be in the
motion.
In the motion. And I will just point out, just for a second, you know, I know that, Matt, you're going to be coming to some of these town hall meetings talking about the water plant. This is another example of how we've taken a little bit of money from that loan and a lot of money from federal sources, federal and state sources. We've been maximizing that money that we borrowed a number of years ago to get the first part of the water plant done. But I want to make sure at those town hall meetings that we've got all those dollars accounted for. You know, we can really tell the public not just what we borrowed, but what you helped us acquire.
Well,
quite frankly,
this is $9 million invested right now
right
into the water treatment plant, you know, loan and grant combined. So, you know, we received 1.6 million CDBG, 600,000 CDBG, and $300,000 of REAP grant in the process of these projects that we've done. You know, I mean, the generators are on there. Generators will be coming online within the next 30 to 45 days, so that'll be complete. The set basin improvement. So our the equipment is scheduled to arrive next week. So we'll get one basin done, and we'll have to look at the bands and see if we can take the other basin down to do that, and then that line feed and the set basin project will be complete. So we're chipping away at it. So, and I've been doing some value engineering and working on some ways to save some cost here for the last project, basically to get the plant where we need it to service for
Another 100 years.
another 100 years. There you go.
Thank you.
So the budgeted amount was increased by 5,860?
yes, our match,
Okay.
our matching funds, yes.
Would you make a motion?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to award the bid to the lowest bidder, Lambert Construction, and increase the budgeted amount by 5,860.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded.
Henderson,
Aye.
Moen,
Aye.
Pollock,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. And the next item is to consider approval of payment to Red Dirt Power Line Services, Inc. in the amount of $100,000 for the right-of-way clearing for the emergency electric line repair on Highway 11. And boy, have they been clearing.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. So ODOT should be very happy. It'll be a little easier to maintain now that we've gotten a lot of the brush and trees cleared back. I'll go ahead and just state that most of the materials have arrived for the power line. We are still waiting on poles though. So we expect poles will be arriving in July. And so this should be completed this summer and we'll have the poles in. So the switches have arrived and most of the materials are in the contractor's possession now. So as soon as the poles get there, they'll come here and start setting poles.
Okay.
And so just no floods.
Not to say it didn't.
Any questions?
I don't know. We didn't have contingency plans.
Any questions? Okay.
I make a motion to approve the payment to Red Dirt Power Line in the amount of $100,000 for the right-of-way clearing.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollitt?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
The next item is to consider approval of request to seek bids and bid specifications for demolition and removal of the listed dilapidated structures, and to approve specifications and to authorize advertisement for bids to be opened on June the 17th, 2026 at 11 a.m. Good.
So before I talk about these, I was going to mention our 5K that we're going to have go on. The wellness committee is one of us from every department. So we're putting together this. It's going to happen September 19th at 8 a.m. Entry fees are $15, and all the entry fees will go to associated charities. She'll be there accepting those herself. We are, I think it's okay to say what we're calling it?
Sure.
We've decided on that?
Is what?
We've been workshopping a few different names, and we've put a fair theme, so we're going to call it the Corn Dog Classic.
Corn Dog Classic.
We're going to look at potentially handing out corn dogs too.
Sounds good.
These are big tricks. On the houses, on number 5, we got a call today on that address. They said that they've been doing a lot of work inside, so we're told we haven't seen anything outside. They are supposed to be emailing over a timeline and a list of repairs that they plan on doing to the outside. We haven't gotten that yet today, so I don't know if we want to take that off or leave it on here.
So you'd like us to remove that from this list?
Yes, Mayor.
Okay.
We always want to afford the opportunity for property owners to take care of it. If code does some investigating and it's not forthcoming, we will bring it back to you at a later date. But we always want to err on the side of the property owner taking care of the property rather than the city.
Great.
And this is funded out of BPT dilapidation project that we've been doing. What's the total number we've torn down so far?
I think 50 now, and Travis Cobalt is going over to do one of the ones from an earlier bid package. He's going to start that next week. So.
It's wonderful.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
And we, once again, any opportunity we get, we can't thank the BPT enough for giving us those dollars to complete those projects.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to seek bids for demolition, omitting for the structures listed, omitting number 5, 417 West Florence.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollitt?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number D is to declare miscellaneous fire department furniture and equipment as surplus property no longer necessary for a public purpose, and to authorize disposition of such surplus property as the city manager directs.
Good evening. The fire helmet's expired, so it's no longer usable by the fire service. The recliners were purchased in 2014, and we just purchased new ones that broke down, need to be got rid of. And the Life Pack 15, we've got 3 of those, and we just purchased 2 Life Pack 35s. So we're going to just surplus this one because it is no longer supported by Stryker Medical. So if something breaks on it, it's not fixable any longer. So I'm just asking to surplus it. Thank you.
Do you have any questions for Chief?
Make a motion to declare miscellaneous fire department furniture and equipment as surplus property.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Bowen?
Aye.
Pollard?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number E is to discuss and set dates and times for the town hall meeting concerning the upcoming 1.5% sales tax extension. This is something we've been talking about for a while.
Well, it's less than 30 days away.
Okay.
We got to get serious about this. And so, we brought this here. We talked about a couple dates that might work. One would be the day after Memorial Day, and then maybe place something in the newspaper after that, and invite everyone to come out on June 10th, and to hear it again, and to hear it different, and to ask questions about this most important public project. I think that the background kind of really sets out when this tax began and what it first was. I don't think a lot of people remember that it did fund the Memorial Park swimming pool and some sports fields and Morgan Stadium and the Youth Center and the Senior Citizen Center and the Wheatheart Nutrition Center. It's 4 capital improvements, but those were some of the uses that were made. Originally, it was passed in 1999, and it was set to expire, 10 years later, but the voters in 2005, they agreed to extend it. So we did one of these before. We asked the public, please extend it, let it go longer before it had expired. And in that case, if you look at it, it's 4 years before, kind of similar to what we're doing now. And we asked that they extend it, and so now, of course, we're asking that it be continued to extend until 2041, with the proceeds laid out for capital improvements, but specifically to finish the water plant, which has to be finished. One of the things I was saying before is that one of the things that we should really point out is how we've gone out and gotten federal grants and federal dollars to assist us in putting this together. But this is really one of those things that only the citizens can decide to do it. If they don't, we've talked about what could happen if they don't, and we don't want to talk about that because this is the way it should be done. It's the way it's historically been done. And I don't want to say it's painless because no tax is painless. But as we know, this is not a new tax. It's an extension of an existing tax. And at the end, you get a fully operational water treatment facility. We've done that in the water pollution control plant. I mean, we've got one of the most modern ones in all of Oklahoma. Folks come here and look at what we've done. Quite frankly, they're probably going to come and look and see if we get this done, what we've done here, because other folks are paying $40, $50, $60, $70,000 for a line feed plant, for a new one. And what we're doing is we're taking what we had, some of which can be used, and then replacing specific pieces to make it work for another, as the mayor said, 100 years. So if those dates look good, now the other thing we talked about is where to put it. You know, we have had those at the event center in the past, but the thought was perhaps we should have it here. So really we're talking about days. We're suggesting May 26th. I can be here on that date. And the 10th, June 10th. And then at 6 o'clock, and then the other issue is where should we have it? But of course, you're the governing body. You can set the number and when and where and what time as you please. The speakers there will likely be Chris Wolf, Municipal Financial Services, and Mr. Coe, and members of the water plant staff. I will be there, Jerry will be there, and we'll be prepared to answer whatever questions and to make a full presentation.
Would you like us present in the audience?
Oh, absolutely, yes. We would love to have the city council. We're going to post it so that a quorum can be present. Of course, no decision will be made here, but yes, we would like as many of you could come to show the support. And really, you know, to the extent that we could get on the phone and ask, you know, some of the business leaders to come out and hear, because, you know, really they need to take this message back to their employees and the churches, the ministers in the churches, those in positions of leadership. We would invite them to come out so that they could take this message to the people that they serve.
So both dates, May 26th and June 10th, are what you're recommending?
Yes.
Okay. 6 o'clock here at City Hall. And then you all will have the program.
Yes.
Presentation. And you'd like a motion for that? Or?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
I'll make a motion that we set the dates of May 26th, June 10th, 6 p.m. City Hall for town hall meetings.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Follett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any new business tonight, sir?
None this evening, Mayor, thank
Thank you
you.
very much. The regular meeting of the City of Blackwell is adjourned, and we will begin with the regular meeting of the Blackwell Municipal Authority. We'll need a roll call, please.
Braden is absent. Henderson?
Present.
Moen?
Present.
Follett?
Present.
Murphy?
Here.
Quorum is present.
Thank you. Are there comments?
None tonight.
Thank you. There is a consent agenda of a number of items. If there's any that you wish to remove, let me know. If not, I will consider.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Follett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. We're going to go to business now, which has two parts, A and B. Under business, we need to ratify the award bid to Lambert Construction Company as the lowest responsible bidder in the amount of $1,728,869 for the water system improvements. Water Treatment Plant Project 19752, CDBG 25, based on the grant budget modification, approval by the Oklahoma Department of Commerce. And you've seen this before.
We would also, if there is a motion, the $5,869 would need to be added as well.
That's right.
I'll make a motion to ratify the award of the bid to Lambert Construction Company as the lowest responsible bidder, adding in the additional funding in the amount of $5,869.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollitt?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. And the next one we've also seen, ratify approval of payment to Red Dirt Powerline Services, Inc. in the amount of $100,000 for the right-of-way clearing for the emergency electric line repair on Highway 11.
Make a motion for the approval of payment to Red Dirt Powerline Services.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollitt?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. And now we'll go to new business.
None this evening, Mayor.
None this evening. All right. Thank you. The regular meeting of the Blackwell Municipal Authority is adjourned. And our final meeting tonight is the Blackwell Facilities Authority. I'd like a roll call, please.
Henderson?
Present.
Moen?
Present.
Pollitt?
Present.
Murphy?
Here.
The quorum is present.
Thank you. No comments?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. There's once again a consent agenda of a few items. We may remove any if you wish.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollitt?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, this should be business items, and we need to consider approval of the Morgan Field contract, a contract between the City of Blackwell and the Blackwell Independent School District, IO 45, for the fiscal year of 2026 and 2027.
This is our annual contract with the Blackwell School District for the high school baseball team and other school, maybe the middle school, to use the facilities at Morganville.
Do you have any questions?
I make a motion to approve the Morgan Field contract between the City of Blackwell and Blackwell Independent School District.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollitt?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. I don't see anything under business, so we'll now move to new business.
None this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
This was a quick meeting. The regular Blackwell Facilities Authority meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for attending.